Oh, what's happening? Okay. I am live. That's wonderful. Hi, welcome. I'm trying to get set up here. Mm, okay, let's see if we can pull this off. Play. All right, so I'm trying to set it up to where I can read comments on, my assistant is here. So uh, see if I could pull this off. All right, well, thanks for being here, whoever you are. Thank you. Okay, now let me just okay, rotation is okay, YouTube. YouTube, you're not being very friendly right now. And that's okay. We're still gonna get this message out, whatever it may be. But how you guys so I'm just kind of low key, never been on live before, but it's just been a while. And I can't our gifts and whatever it is that we can do to earn money, and then we just build from there. Like we have our own little section in our corner of the earth. But you guys, I was deep in thought with that. But that's where we're headed, right? Yeah, we are. We are. Okay, let's go ahead and get the message out, y'all. Thanks for being here. Okay, Divine Holy Spirit of the highest white light consciousness, what do you have for the collective? What does collective need to know and be made aware of at this time? I heard program. I heard entering in programming. Okay, what else, Spirit? Thank you for that. I heard intellectual property. I'm just seeing the government. Who is that? Mitch Romney, who I don't know what he glitch? I think he glitched, right? But I'm being shown that perspective. So that might have something to do with the energies that we're leading into with this reading. I mean, we've seen Al Roker glitch. We've seen a lot of different journalists, just people on camera of influence glitch. So let's see what's going on with this energy. See if we can get some cards out here to represent that. Thanks for being here, y'all. Oh man, what is going on outside, you guys? All right, Spirit, thank you for that. Appreciate you liking. Oops. Okay, so we're gonna experience that a little bit. I apologize. I gotta get my camera stand. This is a water bottle holding the the phone up. Yeah, I'm just kind of winging it here, you guys. Um, but I appreciate you liking the video, subscribing to the channel, commenting, joining the membership area, all that beautiful good stuff, right? All right, what we got here? I want to cut the deck. I heard forecast just now. All right, first card out. Something about individualism, which is awesome. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, y'all, we have the Queen of Swords. Spirit, tell us more about the Queen of Swords. So I heard programming again just now, and I heard dictator to go along with this card. Huh. I heard reunited. Okay, so I'm getting a hovering energy, like a hovering. This could even be symbolic of this report of now the the acceptance, the mass acceptance of we do have extraterrestrials, as like, we didn't know that, but I guess for what it's worth, they're thinking we might as well go ahead and say something now before, because there is going to be a follow-up. Obviously, we know that's how they put it in your face, and then they expect you to kind of just go along with it and act surprised. But nobody, I don't think, act surprised when that message came out. Like, we're awake now. We're not alarmed. So the programming energy with this Queen of Swords and the hovering and dictator. Spirit, I want to see what this Queen of Swords looks like. I want to see like a title, what position they hold. What is this Queen of Swords right now with this energy? Who is this Queen of Swords? All right. So I was shown like a Nancy Pelosi. I'm not sure if I'm saying her name right, but that sort of energy, somebody who's high ranking, but in legislation, like the actual 3D. Not, this isn't esoteric. This is like in the flesh. Because Mitt Romney, that whole thing where he glitched did come up in the channeled energy. So this Nancy Pelosi, she is basically some sort of a dictator. I'm hearing challenge and control. So they are being challenged, you guys. Those in legislators are being challenged. And I'm hearing heavily right now. This is interesting, y'all. I rarely talk about politics, but I got to go with the energy. I'm not even that person. Like, I could care less because I know it's part of an agenda. So, I have no control over the left or the right. I don't care. Excuse me. But show me about this Nancy Pelosi. Like, what's going on with this energy? Are they like scattering? What's happening here, Spirit? Since I've been guided here, I heard aftermath just now. I heard estranged. So if something's estranged, that means like there's some sort of separation there. So I heard church and state just now. I don't know the significance of church and state right now, but that would have to do with some sort of declaration of a separation here. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm picking up. I'm picking up what Spirit's putting down for me. So there's going to be more of a, I heard constant. I was going to say of a divide, but then constant was in there. So I'm thinking a constant divide. So they're going to push this division very heavily here. That's what's coming up. That's why we saw the legislation, the Mitt Romney, the glitch, whatever's happening in that area, that 3D area of them trying to maintain control because they're unable to, is what's happening now. So that's what's going on. I'm being reminded I did make a post, All Eyes on DC, maybe 3, 4 months ago. So that's what's happening. All right, y'all. That's the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I want to see what else is out here with the cards. I'm going to turn, I know y'all can't see the table. I apologize. I'll get the ring light, get myself together here pretty soon. There's a card that's face down here. I'm going to go ahead and turn that over. I guess I could hold the phone so y'all can kind of see what's going on here. All right, we have a page of wands here. Spirit, tell me more about the page of wands. All right, so I heard oppression just now, but this is giving me like those who are up and coming, kind of wet behind the ears, but want to enter into politics, but they do it at like a level they're still in high school or something like that. And I believe they are called pages, right? Is that the position that they play? But they're basically like runner boys or something. Like they're there just to pursue or soak up what's going on. But this is giving me an energy of them being pawns, even to help push whatever this I hate to call it an agenda. I want to say that the agenda has a lot to do with grace. I don't know where that's coming from. Grace. It's being allowed, whatever's being allowed, but that would have to do with those that are not awakened and allowing this agenda to come upon them and enter into their lives and their lifestyle and their livelihood. Okay, so that's where the division's coming from because we did hear something about a push on a heavy division here. Wowzers. So, Spirit, why specifically the Page of Wands? What's this have to do? Because this is actionable. So, this is like getting like the quote unquote runner boys. I hate to say that. I feel like that has a negative connotation, but that's what I heard, runner boys, because they're there to pursue or run errands or do as I say sort of energy. So, these are like young, influential, wet behind the ears young men and possibly women who want to be involved in politics. It's almost as if they're building a school for these up and coming wet behind the ear politicians that are only like 16, 17 years old right now for whatever we're up against, not even up against, but what we're about to face as a nation, as a collective. So they're trying to save face, is what this is sounding like, those politicians. Because if you think about it, a lot of them are old. They're very long in the tooth. They've held these seats forever, but they're being challenged right now. And if you want to say exposure, cover up, use all of those terms, then that would be rightfully so. Right now, they're trying to gain momentum by changing the narrative, but it's like old influence, old ways, old traditions, but they want to bring in a younger influences by way of this Page of Wands. Wow. Did we need to know this, you guys? I believe so. I went into the channeling about me going down, a path today, thinking that we all should just kind of go to our own separate corner in the world and just build from there. Like, what if? What if we actually could make that happen? I don't think we're the only ones that would be considering that from what's ahead, because we've all had these prophetic dreams and visions of what's to come, and now they want to say, quote unquote, oh yeah, by the way, we do have extraterrestrials out there. Like, we've been hearing this since we've been here from the beginning of time even, but why is it now newsworthy? I don't know, go figure. But here we are, you guys. All right, so there is an Ace of Pentacles here. We have the Hermit. We have the Eight of Cups reverse, Ace of Wands. These are both new opportunities with this Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. The Moon card reverse, and then the King of Cups reverse. Let me see what's happening here. So I'm getting something about introspective with the Hermit card, learning how to make a way out of no way sort of energy. And this Eight of Cups reverse, I don't know, you guys. I'm super distracted right now. And I don't know why, because it's just me here. Y'all forgive me for one moment. Let me center and see what's going on here. I'm being told to visualize. Never heard that. Or having been told to visualize. That's new. All right. So I'm looking at the King of Cups reverse, and I heard fall from grace. I'm hearing something about an illusion and a masquerade here with this Moon card reverse right next to that King of Cups reverse. I heard it's falling, like crumbling, as in like an empire, something structural that's been there forever. But we were talking about, this whole Congress, those people that have held seats for years, decades even. Whatever that is, it's giving crumbling, losing power, losing position, but still gaining with the perspective, still gaining with that Ace of Wands and that Ace of Pentacles. But that Hermit, when I said introspect, it's like going within. But when I said with the Page of Wands, could be like a literal page energy that they would use in these congressional centers and areas, bringing in that youthful, young energy to run their errands. that was giving me that whole introspect with this hermit card here. How do we reinvent something that's very old and traditional? Because they're not willing to walk away from whatever this is that they've built. I'm hearing what they built on. So it's almost as if it's ego based. It has nothing to do with the United States or whatever country or legislation. It has nothing to do with that. This is all ego. Like, how can we keep and maintain the structures that we've built? That's the energy. But with that Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck, that's when I was shown the Nancy Pelosi energy. And I'm not a political person, but I don't know if Nancy is somebody who's very ego driven. That's the energies that we're talking about right here. Mitt Romney, I was shown him in the glitch energy. I don't know if he's very ego driven, but this is what we're talking about. These are the ones that are being challenged right now with holding that seat, holding that tradition, whatever's been set up here. All right, I'm not good with the political stuff, y'all, but I'm just giving y'all what I'm getting. I want to move up here to this energy. There's a Two of Wands. I'm hearing perspective right now with this Two of Wands. Like, what's it really looking like? But this really feels like very physical 3D ish, y'all. I'm not getting anything like supernatural in this reading. What's the perspective here? Let's find out. We got a Five of Cups reverse, and then the Strength card. So this to me, this means we need to maintain and hold our positions. Like, forget, what people are going through with the Five of Cups. Forget how, they could emotionally tie themselves to people's situations, because it's not about that. It's never been about that. It's been about numbers. This has been a numbers game. So it has nothing to do with, how they would feel about, what happens in the long run to these families, to these individuals. But I'm hearing they need to maintain order here. So that means something's going to get out of control here. And they know it. I feel like that's where that energy came from, that they're possibly scrambling because they need to be able to hold their position. Behind this Five of Cups reverse, there's a Six of Wands. So this does mean that there is some sort of limited. Sorry, y'all, I'm here. I don't know if y'all can hear me or not. Okay. All right, I'm seeing you all's messages. Hi, Chris. Oh, live from Australia. Thanks for being here. Okay, so where was I, you guys? Talking about this victory here. There's still more work to do. But I feel like this has to do with the collective. People just kind of saying we're not falling for this okey doke anymore, which is obvious, right? I feel like that's pretty that's in the air. It's all around us. Like, people are becoming frustrated now with their situations because now they know that I heard run amok, so they know that they've been taken for a fool, or played with. Because I like to say, we've allowed them to play in our face for too long. So now it's playing out like a bad movie. Behind the Six of Wands is this Page of Swords reverse. So I just mentioned, being lied to, being having been played in our faces for some time. And then the High Priestess is here on the side. So I feel like this has a lot to do with people really trying to understand what the heck is going on here, and learning to trust that, what they're feeling is absolutely appropriate, because it's going against the norm. It's going against tradition. It's going against this ego base decision of a structure of a government that's been influencing our lives for so long. So this definitely has to do with a rise of power, but it's not going to be favorable for those who are in power. Wow. Okay. So I feel like that's the highlight of this reading, you guys. So that's basically a summary of what was even going on here on the table. This really had nothing to do with like etherical energy for me. It was very 3D, but I had to kind of I had to kind of grip on what that was because it's like I'm not used to that. I'm not used to giving readings like that are just solely 3D based, but that's exactly what's here on this table. There's nothing spiritual here because it's very ego driven and controlled energy from what we were getting, even from the beginning with the channeling. But you guys, that's what I have, and I hope this helps. It was a little rough, but starting out. But thank you all for being here.